the big clash between the two heavyweights in Bunbury, the WA Day Derby. Bunbury take on South Bunbury in the Sid Jackson Max Maguire Cup. And something a little different. The coin toss is going to happen on a bit closer to the fence today, Weaver. Cyril Mason celebrated his 100th birthday and a big part of the Bunbury Footy Club, so he's going to be tossing the coin today.
Yeah, congratulations to him. Well done on reaching 100. I think he's the oldest life member of the Bunbury Footy Club. Did see a bit of a spin on the news a few weeks ago, so well done to him, and good work to Bunbury for keeping him close to the grandstand to keep him out of this win. So,
if I was, I'd be tossing it in the footy club, I reckon. I don't think I'd do it too far out of that. That's nice and warm in there. But if you've just joined us, conditions very windy is probably the easiest way to put it. There was a bucket required earlier because the motion sickness is setting in up here. We are rocking and rolling. You can see at home there, those trees actually not moving as much as what they were about half an hour ago. The wind seems to have eased a little bit.
Just for now.
A little bit. You're very, very kind. You're very, very kind. But, yeah, tricky conditions, both sides just warming up. But I'm really looking forward to this game. I just think both sides come in here with terrific form. And as we talked about, Bunbury have to find a way to get over the hoodoo that South Bunbury hold over them. And no better day than today for the Max Maguire Sid Jackson Cup.
Yeah, certainly is. Our umpires today, Aaron Andrews, Kai Skoda and Zach Sherko. Great to see with the Peel League having a bye this week. A few umpires have travelled down the road to come and give our Southwest contingent a bit of a hand this weekend. I'm sure they would rather be at home, to be honest.
They'd be absolutely chuffed, wouldn't
they? We are looking at a very beautiful day here. When it comes to footy conditions, the oval is actually pretty good. So when I said beautiful, I meant to say windy then. I got sidetracked by watching the coin toss. But did you catch who won the toss?
No, I think that was Charlie's job, wasn't it?
Didn't quite see it, but we'll see which way the teams line up for this one. We're not too far away. A few minutes away from kicking this one off, thanks to the Hollow Beach Bar. And, of course, the team MGIB. Like a good neighbour, MGIB is there, mgib.com.au. And if you've just tuned in and you're wondering where the man that normally sits in this seat and gives us the wisdom is, he decided that Onslow was a better place to be on weekends like this. But rumour has it that there is a pub showing the Southwest Football League up there for him this week. He pre-organised it. First thing he did, he got off the plane, walked into the pub and said, guys, we need this vision up on the TV on Sunday afternoon. Where would you rather be? Eh?
Well, for everyone that knows Craney as well, we could do with him here at the moment for lots of reasons.
Yes.
One to do with how he's built, just to hold the building that we're in the position that it is.
It's going to be an interesting one. I think goals are going to be at a premium, especially if this weather keeps up the way it is. We've obviously got a lot of in and under and probably a heavy tackle count, I would imagine, Weaver.
Yeah, I think so. And we talked about where the goals are going to come from and how many earlier on in the preview, but you know, your Heismans for Bunbury, these guys at the front and centre are going to be around at the creases and the Gilchrist, just those goals where you get the crumb and put it through, and then you go down the other end, the Cormacs, the Cranes, these sort of guys down forward. Waldrott, he always finds a way to kick a goal, whether it's by a drop punt or just getting in the right position, the Nordell. So any goal today is going to be worth 2 or 3, but it might be a hot start as well. Just seen both teams warming up. They didn't seem to have any problems, but now it gets into the physical side of the game, and just about ready to get underway, but this should be a really good game of footy.
Yeah, we certainly are. Thanks to the team at Cash for Cans, recycling made easy. Find Cash for Cans in Bunbury, Capel, Collie, Donnybrook, Darkin and Harvey. And, of course, the team at Dale Alcock Homes Southwest, a major partner of the Southwest Football League and our coverage here as Bunbury will kick to the right of screen, South Bunbury to the left, and we'll hand you over to Nigel Reeve as we get the WA Day Derby underway. Bunbury taking on South Bunbury.
So it'll be Hawkins up against Wood in the centre of the ground. So spoke about them in the preview as well. So both ruckmen, they're very similar size, go about it, very dour ruckmen and old-fashioned ruckmen if you want to call them that, but both very important. So siren goes, just about underway. Sid Jackson, Max Maguire Cup, up they go. One down by Hawkins, spills back to Hawkins, puts it out in front of Siska. Socket off the ground, far side of the ground. Spills to Clark, could have been taken high. Was so.
Bit of feeling in this one early, maybe a bit high in the Bunbury Mower service tackle there, Weaver.
A little bit high, that one. And, Clark's going to draw a crowd, isn't he? He's got huge credentials, goes wide. Doesn't hit the target, so smucking around with it on the far side of the ground. It's going to be there just about all day, which is going to be fantastic for us in the middle of the ground. So Bunbury just maintaining control. How many kicks are we going to see like that today? Spills out. In they come now. Versace gets a handball out. Comes back to Versace. Looks for a target. Ball spills over the boundary line. Free kick will go the way of Bunbury. So this will go to the top of the square. Over they come. Parsons are there. Free kick's been paid. Umpire's seen a free kick. And it's going to go the way of Bunbury.
Nathan Blakely.
Nathan Blakely will have the opening shot on goal from 20 metres out, directly in front. So, tall ruckman. It's the same bloke I'm thinking of. Played a lot of footy at Swan Districts. In he comes now, Blakely. Left footer, awkward looking style, but he's made no mistake. So the opening goal of the Sid Jackson Max Maguire Cup goes the way of the home side, Bunbury. Courtesy of Blakely. Free kick held back in that contest. But that chaos ball right at the top of the square just put the defenders of South Bunbury under pressure, gave away the free kick, and Blakely made no mistake from 20 metres out.
It was a rough old start there. As we mentioned, it's already spent a bit of time out on that wing, and we'll probably continue to see that. The wind that kick at goal, the wind didn't really take that. A nice low kick, a good kick from Blakely there just to keep it low and straight, and just about split the middle for that one, Weaver.
They did, and they're going to stretch him, aren't they? Just looking at their forward setup, Woods, Parsons, Blakely, all really tall forwards for Bunbury. So if they get it up high, especially with that wind holding the ball up, it could be more free kicks than not. The ball back in the middle of the ground. Favours Woods this time. There's not much you can do about that. Spills out. Maguire's there, wrapped up straight away. Umpire will come and throw the ball up. Half-forward line for Bunbury. 1 goal early, 6 points the lead. South Bunbury yet to score. Been taken without it there. That was Nathan Murray. So Murray will go wide, very wide. Goes past Waldrot, spills out of bounds. And a free kick will go the way of Bunbury.
And in comes the rain. This is where it gets a bit wild, I reckon.
That goal early for Bunbury is going to be a good teller in this one, I think. It's going to be one of the very few games as the scoreboard attendance retired as well. I've noticed the reserve score is slapped on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard.
It's not only going to be tough for players, it's going to be tough for us as well. Ball kicked long. The wind's got hold of that. It's carried the cars as well and gone out of bounds. It's nearly gone out of the ground. It's still going.
Yeah.
It might have gone out of the ground.
Out of the ground.
Oh, wow.
So that's how windy it is here. Yeah. We're not exaggerating.
We might have a stop and play.
For those at home, I don't know what that street is there, but it is rolling away.
So if you do live on that street, just pop outside. You get $100 footy.
I believe that's Herbert Road. So anyone who lives there, try and get the football while you can.
I think the WA Carpet Supermarket goal is going to be hard to come by, and but as we mentioned, the Bunbury Mower Service tackle is going to be a big one today. What are we going to see in this one? I think we're going to.
I'd honestly put down Nathan Blakely as the goal of the day.
So
I reckon he's got it.
Yes.
So the conditions are that terrible that the fullback has had. Oh, he was heading out the gate to go down Herbert Road to actually get the football. So I don't know if the umpire's called time on here or not.
Spare footy would be handy right about now, wouldn't it?
Certainly would.
It's probably going to need one. It's a bit of chatter towards the bench for the umpires while we're doing that. It's going to be even tough to find a peak performance today, thanks to Solar Heart Southwest, because it is going to be tough footy as a footy has been found.
Footy has been brought in.
Kai Skoda just running the new footy over to the boundary line there. So
whilst we're waiting, I'll go around the grounds, thanks to Geograph Civil. Eaton 2, straight 12, lead Harvey Bull 0-2-2. Don't have a score from Dunsborough as of yet. It might be 0-0 with the conditions that we have at the moment.
Yeah, that game got underway at 2:30 as well, I think.
Yeah.
So. Wowee, this is very interesting. The ball's actually made its way back into the ground, so we'll probably swap back to the original ball now. Don't know if players would be enjoying this so much.
No.
You don't want to warm down too much in these conditions because we don't want to be getting your scans at SKG for any injuries today. That is for sure, because it's not necessarily freezing cold, but you'd warm down pretty quick with this wind, I would have thought. Weaver?
For sure, it's hard to put into words the conditions today. But ball's made its way back. Goyder will bring the ball in now after a little bit of delay. Not his best kick. The mark taken there by Blakely.
He's already up and about Blakely early in this one.
So left footer goes short, goes inboard, and he finds Harry Creasy, the 100 gamer. Still too far out to score, 70 metres out. Plays on straight away, gets to 50. It's just one of those days, isn't it? Spills out the back to Cormac, just puts it onto his boot. Wynn's got hold of that one again. And it goes out of bounds on the full.
Catch that while you can.
Yeah, it's gonna
be a lot of that.
It's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be that pocket getting to work out. I don't know. We might have to go get the conditions report for that part of the pocket. 'Cause that has seen a fair bit of footy today. There, our coverage brought to you thanks to the team at MGIB. Like a good neighbour, MGIB is there. This is going to be a stop-starting type of game if this continues on like this. We've had 2 out in the fulls and 2 footies that have tried to. They're trying to get out of the weather as well at the moment. But I did see a couple of footies come to the interchange bench there, so we will have some spares if we do lose it again.
So Hilton to bring the ball back into play. You know it's cold and miserable when no one gets out of their car to fetch it for their team. Players have to do all the work. Hilton will put it to the top of the square.
Yeah.
It's been a free kick.
The free kick's been paid.
Yeah.
Not sure where the umpire's pointing here.
It's gone out in the full, I think. That's
yeah, it doesn't matter anyway.
There's a bit of confusion here. It's
going to go back down. Where it come from. So, free kick on the far side of the ground.
Did it go out on the full where he kicked it from?
I'm not sure, unless he called play on and he was out of bounds and then it had to come back. So, ball brought back into play by Lane. Drives the ball along. This one does stay in play, and that's a terrific mark taken by Crane, centre wing. Good overhead mark there by Crane. Made the conditions look easy. Comes in for his first kick.
Ooh, look at that ball.
Just holding up in mid-air. Hawkins comes over the top of Woods. Balls the ball out of bounds. Ball to be thrown in. This time 70 metres out from South Bunbury's goal. Bunbury with the only score of the match so far. A major to Blakely, courtesy of a free kick. Kick truly from 20 metres out. Throwing in. He's even that from the boundary umpire. Gained about 20 metres for Bunbury. Twisting and turning through the middle of the pack. They come now. Socket off the ground. It's tough in there. Crane come in, missed the ball. Now Field, he just chucks it onto his boot. Blakely in front position. Socket off the ground. Spills out the back towards right. Chucks it onto his boot. It's going to hold up in the air. Over the back comes Lane and takes a terrific mark. It's Lane that might be Kai Wright. And that kick, not pretty. And once again, Bunbury will reload from the far side of the ground. This time it'll be Zanic.
Believe it or not, there is a brave individual that's gone up to the scoreboard and have done the scoreboard
the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard. 1 goal it reads at the moment, and that is to Bunbury. I don't think you would have seen too many games where South Bunbury hadn't got inside 50 in the first 10 minutes of a quarter.
Nah, she's going to be tough. This time Zanic, well, he went and fetched the ball and took the kick. Didn't give it back to his teammate. Driven long. Woods is there. Comes over the back. Misses everything. Carries out the back to Goyder. Just chucks it onto his boot. Hawkins could have taken the mark. Decides to tap it. Then through the middle of the ground. Waldrot drives the ball up. Spills out. So Bunbury just a bit of aerial ping pong at the moment. Spills over the back. Now they have the run of play. Should go inside 50 here. It's all about the bounce. Who gets back there first? Busher is there. Tries to knock his player off the ball. Busher soccers off the ground. Goes out of bounds. A free kick will go the way of Bunbury once again. And will go to Busher. So 45 metres out from goal on the angle. Put this out to the right-hand point post and we might do the rest and bring it back into play. Terrific pick-up, Busher. Deliberate shot on goal. Gets around the man on the mark. Plays on now. Puts to the top of the square. It's holding up in the breeze. He's hit that narrow. Out of bounce on the full once again.
So kicking become a bit of an issue on that pocket. I think we'll see more out of bounds than we've seen anything else in this game so far, Weaver.
So Goyder plays on straight away with the handball. Goes to Maguire. Goes down the wing. Looks there for Siska. Carries over the top of him. Fields first there. Gets a handball over to Aidan Clark. Gets onto his left boot. puts it back to where it come from. That's a terrific kick and finds Heisman right on the 50. Dylan Heisman. Well, this will be an even tougher kick than Hayden Bush's. And if he gets this will definitely be goal of the day, Charlie.
Oof.
Set up. The wind will bring this back into play. Not enough. It goes out of bounds on the full. And Goyder will take the relieving free kick again. He's had 3 or 4 kicks today, Goyder, and they've all been from out of bounds on the full.
Certainly have. Southwest Isuzu quarterboard says 1 goal straight. And on the Holly Beach Bar clock, 13 minutes to go in this quarter.
Plays on. That was right to Goyder. We'll come back inboard and find Maguire still deep inside 50. Has Siska running for him. It's a good lead. He found some space as Siska. Have a bounce, decides to kick, puts it in front of McGee. How will it sit for him? It's got a fella pushing out the back. Gets the handball towards him. That's Blaine Johnson. Doesn't sit up for him. Knocks it in front of Lane. Will it sit for him? Has time to snap. Gets pushed off his kick. Just as he kicked, it stays in play. Comes back to Lane. Gets it over to Johnson. Could have been taken high. It's gone out of bounds. Free kick's going to go to Lane. Not sure what that was for. Might have been a relay free kick or push late. So Tyson Lane, he's only 15 metres out, right on the boundary line. This will take his best. In he comes now. Deliberate shot on goal. Doesn't get any of it. Kicks into the man on the mark. Spills out of bounds. Ball to be thrown in. 10 metres out.
So not much effect on the Southwest Isuzu quarterboard at this point. The scoreboard still reads 1 goal straight to Bunbury. Inside 50 for South Bunbury for the first time, though.
Wood does the ruck work. Gets in front. Wins it down. It's driven forward. Heisman in front. Tries to knock the ball out the back. Handball comes over to Crane. Just chucks it onto his left boot. Lane's there. 1 grab, 2 grab. Spills out. Comes to get the handball to wall drop. Back to Crane to where it come from. Chucked on the boot by Nordell, high up and under. Bunbury have the numbers. Mark taken by McKenna Taylor. He goes short with a handball. Now it's driven long. That's a better kick. Way out of defence. Carries the pack. Spills over the back. Wright is first there. Jack Wright close to the boundary. Now it goes over the boundary. And the free kick, the new rule, the lasso, will go the way of Busher. Centre wing, far side of the ground. Dangerous kick, comes inboard straight away. Marks missed there by Hawkins. They have the numbers, South Bunbury, but it's socket off the ground. Spills out to Oliver, chucks it onto his boot. Goes over the boundary line in front of Versace and Parsons. Ball to be thrown in, this time 20 metres out from Bunbury's goal. Very, very tough to call this one.
Yeah, it's a bit of an in and under one, isn't it? Thanks to Bunbury, Batterell, Bunbury and Bustleton. Tough to find a best on ground so far, Weaver.
Oh, for sure. Well, Blakely's put his hand up. He's got the only score of the match so far. The ball's still in dispute after that boundary throw in. Umpire lets the play go on. Now he'll come in and throw the ball up. 30 metres out from Bunbury's goal. So bring the changes. Blakely does the ruck work. Spills out the back to Clark. Manages to get the ball onto his left boot. Slung as he's tackled. And a free kick's been paid. Is it a relay free kick?
Yeah,
I think it is. And the relay free kick will go the way of the Bulldogs.
Is it Jet Woods? No, it's not. It's hard to pick up. And the camera is, as you can see,
directly in front. It's very hard to pick up who's having this shot on goal. But similar position to where Blakely kicked his deliberate shot on goal. And he's made no mistake. So a goal there to the Bulldogs. I'm just trying to pick up the player that kicked that one. Relay free kick after Clark was slung as he kicked the ball. So 2 goals straight. Southwest Isuzu scoreboard 12. South Bunbury yet to score. Only been inside 50 twice in this opening early stages of this first quarter.
Wasn't Jackson Oliver that kicked that, was it? Just here on the wing. I think it might have been.
Jackson Oliver, the recipient of the relay free kick after Blakely got the handball to Clark and he was slung as he kicked it, and Oliver made no mistake from 30 metres out. So the ball back in the middle this time. Blakely doing the ruck work. Has height advantage. Muscle there by Lachlan Buswell. Spills out to Maguire. Had a couple of early touches. Cuts through the pack. Gets onto his left boot. Gets inside 50. He was looking for Lane. Pushes out on the far side of the ground. Sits up nicely for Lane. Has players running for him. That's Cormac. Gets a handball over and gets around one. Puts it inside 50. Not his best kick, but he won't be alone today. Spills to Crane. Shot on goal here by South Bunbury. And their opening score of the match is a behind. That was Waldrott. Had a little bit more time there to Waldrott. Missed from 35 metres out. Taylor to bring the ball back into play. Goes short. And finds his teammate there. Still inside defensive 50. He goes long. Looking there for Busher. Gets his player under the ball and out the back. Parsons takes the mark. Second grab, drives the ball long. Looking there for Heisman. He's got a bit of room there on Sawyer. But the win once again gets hold of the football. And crosses the boundary line 30 metres out. So 2 good kicks you can get from end to end, especially left to right of screen. And Bunbury have done that. The ball's chucked in. Blakey to do the ruck work. No, Ruckman wins it down. Spills to Heisman. Comes out now. They have the numbers. Just under pressure, aren't they? South Bunbury at the moment. Tries to get the handball over to Clark. Spills back towards him. On the left boot. He's down looking for Busher. Carries over the top of him. Over to Heisman. It's a high up and under. How's this going to sit? It's going to land in no man's land. And in front of Parsons and his opponent Versace, the ball spills over the boundary line, and once again it'll be thrown in. 20 metres out from Bunbury's goal. 2 goals straight, 12. Southwest Isuzu scoreboard.
It's been a tough
South Bunbury one behind.
It's been a tough old game. The Bunbury Moral Service tackle count up fairly high already.
And Busher chucks it onto his boot. It's very hard to read out there for the players. You think you're sitting under it for a chest mark, and all of a sudden the wing gets hold of it, drops.
And the commentator, I think, too.
And the commentator.
You just don't know where the ball's going to land.
Ball's gone out of bounds, be thrown in once again 30 metres out from Bunbury's goal. That might have to be reloaded, I think. Even the boundary umpires are having awful trouble.
We'll just go around the grounds. Thanks to Geograph Civil, it is Eton 3-1-19 who lead the Bulls 1-3-9. Struggling to get a score from Dunsborough at this point in time.
Ruckman go at it. Blakey in best position. Wins it down. Just sock it off the ground. By right. It's a high up and under. Got a fair bit of that. Fair purchase on that one. Centre wing. Far side of the ground. Now they have the numbers. Bunbury just chucked onto the boot. Spills out the back to Cormac. Wrapped up straight away. Out the back. He's chucked on the boot once again. Mark dropped by Nordell. Was it Buswell? Spills over to Creasy. Tries to get around a couple, but he's taken high in the process. Plays on straight away. Gets onto his left boot. Puts it to the top of the square. But Goydar, the defender for South Bunbury, takes a chest mark. Deep inside defensive 50. For one of his rare kicks inside the field of play. They've all come from out of bounds on the full. Drives the ball long. Beautiful looking kick. Carries the pack once again. Kept in play, over to Blakely. This looks better. Creasy drives the ball long. Busher in best position. 1 grab, 2 grab. Mark's taken. Parsons takes the mark. And he'll have a shot on goal. Basically the same position as his team's 2 goals so far. 30 metres out, directly in front.
Just got himself in the right in front of that pack in the opportunity to mark that ball and read it the best in these windy conditions.
So in he comes now. Baden Parsons. Deliberate shot on goal. Not his best looking kick. Has it been touched off the boot?
Well, there's a conversation happening. The South Bunbury player put his hand up straight away. They are celebrating the goal, Bunbury, at the moment. Umpires having a discussion here. Will this get on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard? There's been a lot of delay in this game for... they're going touched. There you go.
Touched.
So Bunbury did celebrate. I wonder if that was a ploy to try and convince the umpires.
Well, it looked touched, but not Parsons' best kick. And I think Goyder put in his 2 cents worth. That might have got him across the line. Plays on out of the square. Gets onto his left boot. Not his best kick, but it gets plenty of distance. Spills out there to Clark. Gets onto his left boot. Has that gone 15. A shot on goal. It's thin and goes through for a minor score. So 2 goals, 2-14. 13 points the margin. South Bunbury just with the behind.
As Jack Gouge had that shot on goal.
So Gouge has been amongst the goals. He's going to find it tough today, along with everyone else playing. Umpires, commentators included.
There's a few rising stars in this one, and that's the win thanks to skillhire.com.au. It's certainly rising the ball into places that even the players are struggling to read at the moment.
So Goyder once again will reload for South Bunbury. It's a better looking kick. Spills over the top. Busher comes through. Spoils the ball, goes out of bounds. 70 metres out from Bunbury's goal. Close in on quarter time. 13 points the margin. 2 goals, 2-14. South Bunbury one behind. Bunbury made the most of their opportunities. That led off from Parsons. The last shot on goal.
2 very important goals on the Isuzu scoreboard for Bunbury in this one, especially with the wind blowing that way.
They have the numbers once again. Marks drop. Comes later, solid tackle on Crane. The umpire will come in and throw the ball up.
Bunbury Mower service tackle, you reckon that one?
That was a very good tackle. One down by Blakely, takes full possession. Awkward looking handball, puts his teammate under pressure. Goes over the boundary line. That was Kai Wright. Ball to be thrown in, centre wing. We'll be saying that a lot today. I'll be forfeiting all my boundary umpire money to let those two have that side of the ground all day. Comes out to Cormac, gets onto his left boot. But it's cut off out the back by the defence of Bunbury.
Hilton
So they're
got
doing
the ball now.
Brenton Hilton goes straight down the middle of the ground. Carries over the top. Spills out the back. Handball comes back inside. Doing all the right things. I'm not sure about that handball. It's his direct opponent. Middle of the ground. Cormac's there. Gets some sort of hand. That wasn't Cormac. Gets a handball out towards his teammate. Puts him under pressure now. He's back in there. Umpire's seen a free kick. It's going to go the way of Waldrot. Gets a handball over to Maguire. Cuts through the middle of the ground. That's a better looking kick. But cut off once again by Hilton. Right on defensive 50. Just chucks it onto his boot. Not the best ball drop, but it's carried 50 metres. Hit a target. Far side of the ground. That's Woods. So too far out to score, Woods. Right on the half-forward line. Got his partner in crime back now in Parsons. Drives the ball long. It's going to hold up in the breeze. Favours Blakely. Misses the mark. Easy chest mark. Well, there's no easy chest mark today. Umpire's seen a free kick here. He's pulled the ball in. And the free kick will go the way of Bunbury once again. It plays on straight away. Target misses his target and lands in the arms of Nordell. Ethan Nordell. 50 metre penalty paid. Oh, she's tough out there today.
Yeah, 2 goals, 2-14 to 1 point with Bunbury. The 2 goals on the board on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard.
Handball over to Goyder. Not his best kick, but lands on the chest of Waldrot. He'll play on straight away, gets onto his left boot. This is where we like it, right in front of us.
Can you believe it?
Bounces up to Johnson. Could have been taken high.
Umpire
Perks
agrees.
gives away the free kick. He right on the 50 metre line is Johnson. Puts the ball onto his boot. Wind's got hold of it once again. It's going to carry the pack. Spills over right out the back of the pack over Woods. And goes out of bounds. 30 metres out from South Bunbury's goal. So as much as we wanted on this side of the ground to have a good shot on goal, it's got to come from the other side. But Johnson put himself in front there and won the free kick. So he's done okay, Johnson, when the ball's been down there, but I've only been inside 50 3 or 4 times in the opening quarter. We've nearly come to an end. Likely to do the ruck work. Up against Hawkins. Carries the pack. Spills over the back, just chucked onto the boot. This is going to gain some metres. How will it bounce? Bounces nicely. They have the numbers. It's trying to work the ball out. Bunbury, they do so. Handball misses its target. Socket off the ground. Spills out to Bunbury once again. I'm not sure who he was aiming for there. Ball spills out of bounds. The free kick will go the way of South Bunbury.
The time has expired on the Hollow Beach Bar clock, but obviously the got stopped for that, that ball venturing down the street.
So coming into the middle, Bunbury have the numbers, and once again the chess mark is taken. Is that Oliver? Not sure. Gets the handball over to Busher, gets around one, gets tackled as he kicks it. Cormac comes in, handball over, and they have the numbers back again. They do, and that is Brenton Hilton. Drives the ball long. Maguire at the front of the pack. The ball gets spoilt down. Blakely's there. So is Hawkins. And the ball once again goes out of bounds. Go the way of Blakely. Wheels around. The galloping hat rack, if you don't mind. Gets onto his left boot. Looking there for Parsons. The ball lands short. And it's cut off once again. Goes short. Still inside defensive 50. Finds Goiter. Has a player right working for him, Jay Wright. And he takes a mark right on 50. He looked there for Sawyer. Misses his target, but that's quarter time. 2 goals, 2-14. Bunbury. Only 2 goals of the opening quarter. South Bunbury with a solitary behind. So they'll take a 13-point lead into the second quarter. But terrific. A let off there from Parsons. But they made the most of their opportunities, especially early, through Blakely and Oliver. And find themselves with a 13-point lead.
So on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard, we'll be back for the second quarter and to wrap up what was a very interesting first quarter, thanks to cashforcans.com after this.
It's only a couple of goals in it, but in these conditions, that's probably 3 or 4. But South Bunbury, the side that we know they are, and they've been successful the last couple of years, and for a long time, well before that, they'll find a way to come back and put some pressure on.
They certainly will, and the Gen X engineering teamwork has certainly been there for Bunbury. Their backline is just holding up to the pressure of South Bunbury as well, which is something that South Bunbury normally pride themselves getting inside 50.
Yeah, and I think they're getting players back, so they're getting him back and reading the wind well, and that's Stuart Tucker that's got a fair bit of the ball. We haven't called him much because it's very hard to see who he was, and Denham King hasn't got the blonde hair as he normally has, which helps me out hugely, but Hilton as well, so they're really doing well, especially across half-back, and they're getting some long kicks out of them, putting pressure straight away back onto the South Bunbury backline.
Here we go for quarter number 2. Thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical, the Hollow Beach Bar clock kicks off, and Nigel Reeve for quarter 2.
Well, Ruckman at it. It's Wood up against Hawkins. Hawkins wins it down, goes straight to field. Free kick's been paid. From the controlling umpire, goes to Cormac, gets the handball over to Crane. This is better from South Bunbury. Spills out the back towards Taylor. He's got Siska there. In they come now. The handball from Toby McGee. Misses his target. I don't know what sort of handball that was, but it comes to Cormac. Gets past a couple of players. He'll have a shot on goal. It's going to cross the face of goal. Stay and play. Big leap. Waldron, I think, at the back.
Nordell, I think that was it? In the...
One of the two.
It's right in that hard pocket to see you're over there.
But it crosses over the boundary line. The ball to be thrown in. But the veterans in the middle of the ground, Cormac and Crane getting involved early. I mean, it's right in a dangerous position. Woods gets front position, spills out towards Maguire. Will it stay and play? No, it won't. Crosses the boundary line and goes out of bounds. That's outside 50. So ball to be thrown in. Right on defensive 50. No score early stage this second quarter. Woods gets his opponent out of the way. Wrapped up straight away was Crane. Umpire will come and throw the ball up. Still on 50. Ruckman go at it. Hawkins reaches around Woods. Spills out towards Buswell. That's Toby McGee, terrific young player. Comes over to Nordell, the 100-gamer.
Throw.
Umpire's paid a free kick. Throw. Free kick will go the way of the home side. Tough for everyone out there. You just don't want to give away any free kicks as well. All 50 metres. Free kicks are going to happen. 50 metres. Just put your opponent within goal-scoring range. Goes wide and finds King. Denham King. Player working for him is Perks. Perks takes the mark. Right in front of the Bunbury interchange box. Daniel Perks has a player short. That's Hilton. Finds him. Brenton Hilton takes the mark. So just maintaining possession, early stages. Been called to play on now. High up and under. Busher in good position. Blakey's there. Carries over the whole pack. Spills out to Goiter. Gets onto his right boot in front of McGee. McGee outnumbered. Spills to Busher. Wrapped up by Chitty. Comes back to Busher. Umpire's seen a free kick. Throw the free kick to go to the skipper of South Bunbury in Chitty. Handball over to Cormac. Just chucks it onto his boot. Spills over the back of Nordell. Umpire letting the play go on. Spills back to Nordell. Chucks it onto his boot. McKenna Taylor in best position. Has a player wide. Gets around one. Goes that way. Finds him. Must have been touched off the boot. Clark in best position. Calls his player out. And Fraser Gilchrist takes the mark. Gets the handball over to Clark. Mark missed by Creasy. The 100 gamer spills back to McGee. Fine young player. Gets a kick, short kick to Nordell. Chucks it onto his boot. Taylor in best position. Coming in front was Tucker, but it lands in the arms of Taylor. He goes wide. Kai Wright in best position. How will it sit? Has Maguire there. Gets around him with ease. Now the field opens up. Has one bounce. Could have had another. Gets onto his left boot. Looks down there for Parsons. Spills over the back. Heisman runs onto the ball. Knocks it out of bounds. The free kick will go the way of Versace for South Bunbury.
4 minutes played in this one on the Hollow Beach bar clock, and the scoreboard yet to be touched thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical.
So Versace, not sure what target he was looking for there. It's crossed the boundary line and gone out of bounds.
Lasso's getting a fair old workout in this game on that outer side.
So very tough conditions here at Payne Park. Ball brought back into play. Blakely gets front position, but in cuts Heisman and takes the mark 70 metres out from Bunbury's goal. Got himself involved, Heisman. Been good. Dangerous kick into the corridor. It's going to land short. And Hawkins in position. Takes the chest mark. Plays on straight away with a handball to Goiter. Goiter comes towards the commentary box. Middle of the ground. One grab, two grabs. And Lane takes the mark in the middle of the ground. Tyson Lane drives the ball long. High up and under. They have the numbers here. The Bulldogs. Spills over the back to Taylor. Comes back to Taylor. Handball over. Back to Taylor. Handball out to Tucker. Puts him under pressure. Mucking around with the ball. Can't afford to do that today. Now it's just chucked onto the boot. Hawkins in best position. Over the top of him comes Blakely. Out to Heisman. Knocks it out towards right. Will it sit for him? Cormac's there. Still in play. Cormac keeps it in beautifully. And just chucked onto the boot. It's a comedy of errors on the far side of the ground. Now it goes out of bounds. Ball to be thrown in.
Believe it or not, the sun's out at the moment. Got a bit of sun at the moment.
Oh, hang on.
South Bunbury, thanks to Go West Tours, have made a few changes and seem to be pushing inside 50 a little bit better, but the wind certainly is playing the part in getting it down there, Weaver.
And McKenna Taylor's just reading that long kick in as well, being instrumental in getting that ball out of the back line. Comes to Clark, handball over, middle of the ground. Now they're inside 50 once again, looking for Heisman. Bounces over his head towards the boundary line. Still in play. Thought it might have went out. Pick up there by Versace. Handballs over to Maguire. Puts him under pressure straight away. Umpire said you had prior. And the free kick once again will go the way of the Bulldogs.
Dylan Heisman certainly standing up for the best on ground at the moment. Got plenty of the ball for free battery fitting Batcherwell, Bunbury and Bustleton.
Been good, Heisman. Ball's inside 50. Then it comes back out. Heisman once again makes a spoil this time. Had to. Over to Versace. Spoils made by Blakey. Might have come off his foot now to bounce on the full.
I think they're going to ball it in. There's another conversation happening here.
So a lot of conversations between the umpires. It's tough going for everyone today.
It's weird conditions, isn't it? We see a bit of sun and the wind drops off, and then we're back to rock and roll, as you can see in the camera. I think the best on ground needs to be our cameraman for holding the camera still, I think.
Well, he's mentioned it 3 or 4 times in the opening quarter and a bit.
We'll call it a peak performance thanks to Solar Heart Southwest. It is not the easiest today, but the players certainly standing up to the task.
Spills over towards Murray. He's taken without it. Wins the free kick, centre wing.
Blakely's been in everything as well, hasn't he?
Murray gets a handball straight away over to Maguire, gets onto his left boot. Favours Tucker, bounces in front of him. And once again, the lasso comes in play, and Durat Tucker will take the relieving free kick. Just forward to centre, South Bunbury's way, no score. 5 or 6 minutes into this second quarter, still 13 points to margin. 2 goals, 2-14. South Bunbury just to behind. Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury's scoreboard. The ball's been chucked in play, spills out of bounds. Be throwing in 70 metres out from South Bunbury's goal.
We'll just get around the grounds thanks to Geograph Civil. It is Eaton 4-3-27 who lead the Bulls 2-4-16. And we do have a score from Dunsborough. It's AMR 2-4-16 lead Dunsborough. No score.
So a couple of games, same sort of conditions we're dealing with here. Comes over to field from the boundary throw in, tries to get the handball over. Now it goes to Maguire, puts it deep inside 50. Dangerous spot. Players go up, 1 grab, 2 grab. It stays in play. Tries to get the handball over to King, puts him under pressure, taken high. And King wins the free kick for the Bulldogs, deep inside defensive 50. Has a player short if he wants him. The goal square. Decides to play on now. He's going to use him via handball. Nearly runs himself into trouble. Lane puts the pressure on. Goes back to where it come from. Clark's going to come from too deep. Makes a spoil and goes out of bounds just outside 50. So it's a war of attrition. Those 2 goals are becoming more and more important as long as the longer this game goes on.
It's very hard to pick up a mark of the year, thanks to CPI Outdoor Centre. The wind certainly not favourable for marking conditions.
Throw in favours Hawkins, comes to field. He's wrapped up straight away. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up. So me and Jared will pick the goal of the day today, just to ease a bit of pressure on Charlie. We've got a couple of names we can put up, one each.
I reckon Blakey.
Blakely or Oliver. Ball spills out, comes to field, tries to get the handball away, comes back to field. Ball in dispute. McGee's there, wrapped up in a solid tackle.
As Jared said earlier, the mark's probably going to be more difficult than the goals, I reckon.
Yeah, the goal of the game from WA Carpet Supermarket. Only 2 of them to choose from at the moment in tough conditions here. All thanks to the team at Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury.
Spills out to Crane, gets a handball over to Murray, gets around 1, puts it to the top of the square. Dangerous spot once again. They have the numbers. That's Siska. Will he sock it off the ground? He does so, but it's narrow and through for a minor score.
Just aren't able to trouble the scoreboard yet, South Bunbury. The Hollow Beach Bar clock is running out in this quarter. Already 10 minutes gone and only 1 point to South Bunbury.
Taylor brings it in. Looks down, looking there for Woods. Runs under the ball, spills over to McGee. Been good early. It's great vision by the youngster. Finds Cormac in the middle of the ground. Now they go short. The mark's taken by Johnson. Inside 50, a kick from 48 metres out. Blaine Johnson. I don't think distance will be a problem from here. It's all about the accuracy.
Will this be the WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the game? Will this see if the wind carries this one through? It's certainly right behind him.
So in comes Johnson, crosses 50 now. It's a good-looking shot on goal. It's holding its line. It might have held its line. No, just goes through for a minor score. The wind just got it at the end there. Distance, no problem. So no major to South Bunbury so far, 3 behinds. 2 goals, 2-14. Yet to trouble the scorers in the second quarter, Bunbury.
On the Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury scoreboard. As the ball has gone missing one more time. It just, when the wind catches it, it just keeps on going. So the wind picks back up again here, and the players just take a breath. Get your scans at SKG. Haven't seen any players off the bench yet. It's been sort of one of those games where they've been up and going and then had to slow down. It's definitely an interesting game, Weaver.
Oh, it sure is. And it's just very hard to read at the moment. The pack forms, and then all of a sudden, Clark brings the ball in. Not his best kick. Goes past Cormac. It spills out towards Brook, who's just come onto the ground. Back to Brook. He gets a handball over to Waldrott on the right boot. Misses a target once again and through for a minor score.
So 4 scores apiece, 2-2-14. Bunbury, South Bunbury, just the 4 points on the Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard. This is becoming a bit of a problem for South Bunbury at the moment, trying to get through the big sticks, Weaver.
They are, but they're finding a way to have shots on goal. So he's got a feeling sooner or later that they're going to get the major. And if they get a major here, the margin's back to 4 points. So they're not out of the game. Just haven't got the major through so far. But they've been attacking the last 4 or 5 minutes. Youngsters getting involved as well. McGee's been terrific in the opening quarter and a half of this game. Brooks just come on, set up that shot on goal from Waldrop. Taylor brings it back in, far side of the ground. Would you believe we'd be saying that today more than once? In they come now. Umpire lets it go. Now he blows the whistle. Ball to be thrown up. On a normal day, you say 2 kicks out from South Bunbury's goal. It could be 3 or 4 from there with this breeze. So, no score so far. Both teams willing. Physical pressure's been terrific from both sides. Ball crosses the boundary line. This time will be thrown in. Same position, 70 metres out from South Bunbury's goal.
Very tough game out there. Lots of tackles and spillages thanks to Bunbury mower service. Weaver, this pocket just outside of that 50 there on the wing has certainly had a workout, and that boundary umpire had a dozen throws on that side.
And we're asking for more money, I think. Well, I would be. Ball's thrown in, spills out to Waldrop. It comes over towards Brook. Tries to get himself involved. Spills to Crane. Chucks it onto his boot. Smart thinking there. The Bunbury defender allows it to go over the boundary line. And the lasso, Hilton, will bring the ball back into play.
It's just got a bit stunted, this game, hasn't it? Slowed right down.
We need a goal from somewhere. And once again, the wind's got hold of it. Goes out of bounds. And this time, it'll be Ethan Nordell to bring the ball back into play. Centre wing, Harvey Norman Electrical scoreboard. Ball behind South Bunbury, 10 points the margin, 2 goals, 2-14 Bunbury. Yet to add any score so far in this second quarter. It's a marks taken by Murray. Plays on straight away, puts it to the top of the square, over the back, looking there for Lane. But it's cut off deep in defence. Has a bounce. It's a good-looking kick too, and he finds Creasy. Good lead by Creasy. This player's short. Goes inside looking for Woods, has to turn around, carries over the back of him and lands on the chest of Jay Wright for South Bunbury. Right in front of the commentary box, centre wing. Told to play on now, goes long. Johnson spoiled, comes to Murray, tries to get the handball over to Brook. Calls Cormac in, spills out towards Chitty. In comes Cormac. Chitty drags the ball in, puts his head over the ball, receives a free kick. 60 metres out from Bunbury's goal. Has McGee running past. Cormac as well. Gets the handball now to Goyder. Gets onto his left boot. Nearly spoilt as he kicked it from Creasy. Must have been touched off the boot. Spills back. The mark is taken by Field. Right on defensive 50.
Very lucky not to give away a 50 there. The umpire's whistle did feel a little bit late, but
just can't afford to give away those free kicks. Ball's cut off by Maguire. Crosses 50. Sure, if he was having a shot on goal, didn't go anywhere. Wood takes a relieving free kick in the goal square. Not his best kick. Cut off by Murray. Gets a hand on it. Gets around his opponent. Puts the ball back in towards Waldrop. Goes back to Murray. He'll have a shot on goal, Murray. But the big fella Woods there and knocks it over the line for a minor score.
Yeah, the Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury scoreboard reads Bunbury 2-2-14 to South Bunbury 0-5 points. Tough old to find a goal for South Bunbury at the moment.
Well, they're nearly there. One more point. Taylor brings the ball in, goes to King. King now finds Bellini. Still inside defensive 50, just maintaining possession. Bellini now has to go long. Down the line, over the top comes Goyder with the spoil. In they come now. Boundary line would be the best bet here. Creasy sees the ball out of bounds. Ball to be thrown in. 70 metres out from South Bunbury's goal. They're pressing. I just haven't been able to put any scoreboard pressure on.
Recycling made easy. Cash for cans, wa.com.com it is. And thanks to the team for joining us today as the boundary throw-in happens and the ball up. Weaver.
The ball come down the field. Looked like it went 15. Umpire didn't see it that way as Busher took the mark. Umpire to throw the ball up. Hawkins gets Woods out of the way. Clark could have been taken without it. Comes back to Busher. He's wrapped up by Brook and Jack Wright. Umpires earning their keep today. This time it's one down by Wood. Lands in the arms of Creasy. Umpire once again will come in and throw the ball up. So just gaining 4 or 5 metres at a time. The home side favours Cormac, spills out to McGee. Been good in this game, just chucks it onto his boot. They have the numbers here. One of them's Maguire. He's got the foot speed. Gets around field, gets onto his left boot. Taylor in best position. Affects the spoil over Siska. In comes Durack Tucker. Spills back to Taylor. Umpire's paid a free kick. It's going to go the way of South Bunbury. It's going to go the way of Siska.
Can Siska get a Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury score on the board for this one?
He might have paid holding the ball there.
I think it was a holding the ball. It caught the end of his signal. It did seem that way. Didn't
have a lot of time there. But anyway, Kate Siska won't be arguing about that. He'll kick 20 metres out, 45-degree angle. In he comes now. And there's the first one for South Bunbury. Margin back to 3 points. 1 goal, 5-11. 2 goals, 2-14. And Siska, well, he had a soccer off the ground 4 or 5 minutes earlier in this game. This time laid a beautiful tackle and made no mistake from 20 metres out.
Yeah, certainly a Bunbury Mower Service tackle there to then lead into a goal for South Bunbury on the Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury scoreboard. This really brings this game back into contention, Weaver, and what we've seen, it's sort of been a bit of a quarter that's meandered through, hasn't it? It hasn't really reached any great heights, but obviously conditions not favourable for a fantastic game of footy, but this puts South Bunbury right back into it. Thanks for cashforcanswa.com. Recycling made easy.
Well, they've peppered away at the goals in this second quarter. 1 goal, 4 they've kicked. Bunbury haven't troubled the scorers at all, so had their chances to probably be in front. 3 points to margin, deep in this second quarter.
Yeah, 6 minutes to go on the Hollow Beach Bar clock.
Blakey now in the ruck, up against Hawkins. Hawkins comes over the top, wins it down, spills out to Clark, gets onto his left boot, carries over Mataboni. Goyder's there. In comes Tucker, just puts it onto his boot. Now it's a foot race. Hayden Busher. Will he get there first? Heisman's there. Spills out towards Versace. Tries to get the ball back into play. In comes Heisman. Sees it over the boundary line.
Like a good neighbour, MGIB is there, mgib.com.au. We'll have a look around the grounds, Charlie.
It is Eaton 4-3-27 who lead Harvey 2-4-16. It's half time. And it is AMR 2-4-16 who lead Dunsborough no score at quarter time.
That's thanks to Geograph Civil.
Hawkins stains clean possession of the ball out of the ruck. Spills over to Tucker. Runs himself into trouble but manages to get the handball out on the far side of the ground. A rocket-like pass finds Busher. Handball's back inboard. Busher could get it back. Hilton drives the ball long. In best position is Mataboni. Mataboni takes the mark. Defensive mark inside 50. Cooper Mataboni. He'll drive the ball long. Woods, what he should have taken. That might have been Oliver. So far side of the ground, not sure what sort of kick that was. It might favour them. It does. It lands in the arms of Field. Field goes inboard and finds Creasy. Not 15, the umpire says, has time to settle. And he's found, is it Kai Wright? Umpire's consulting once again. The ball to be thrown up.
What's the...
Not sure what that was all about. Like Wright had taken the mark. Umpire throws the ball up. Favours Hawkins. Comes over to Crane. Tries to get the handball off. Umpire lets the play go on. Now he comes in and blows the whistle as Phil gets up along with Mataboni. So right on forward 50 for Bunbury. Yet to score in this second quarter. Hawkins goes up uncontested. Comes to Nordell, the 100-gamer. Murray just chucks it onto his boot. Spills out the back to Taylor. Could have been pushed in the back. Umpire lets the play go on. This time he comes in in the middle of the ground. We'll throw the ball up. 3 points the margin.
Yeah, the Hollow Beach bar clock is very close to expiring. 3.5 minutes left in this one.
Blakey does the ruck work. No ruckman wins it down. It spills back to Blakey. Long way down there for the big fella. Wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up.
Quickly have a look at the scores thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury. 2-2-14 Bunbury. South Bunbury 1-5-11. 3 points in it, closing in on half-time.
Free kick's been paid. It's going to go the way of, is it Maguire or Hawkins? So Blakely gave away free kick. Toby Hawkins, middle of the ground. Drive the ball long would be my bet. He does so. Puts it inside 50. It's missed everyone. They have the numbers back there. It's Hilton deep in defence. Goes wide. That's a high up and under. It's like one of Charlie's pitching wedges into a par 3. It's gone into the bunker and dribbled into the water at the same time.
Recycling made easy. Cashforcanswa.com. Nigel Reeve with all the expert comments. Thanks to MGIB. Like a good neighbour, MGIB is there.
Well, we just want to get that bloke that's up in 35 degrees laughing.
Yep, feet up, enjoying his life.
It's been a bit of a lull in this game. Only 1 goal scored, but as we said, 1 goal for to no score this quarter in favour of South Bunbury. 3 points to margin. Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury scoreboard. It's game on. Numbers, McGee's there. In they come. Spills out. Not sure what sort of handball that was, but it found Blakely. Superb tackle in the middle of the ground. Should have been rewarded, but they win it out through Nordell. Now the ball's driven forward by Crane. Far side of the ground, spills to Blakey. I don't know if he wanted it. Comes to Maguire. Goes in board. But in front is McKenna Taylor. Takes the mark. Beautiful foot skills from Taylor. So just maintaining control. Looks down. Looking for Clark. Misses what he should have taken. Tries to get the handball back towards Tucker. Spills out to Siska. Siska gets the handball over to Cormac. Shot on goal. All about the bounce. And it bounces through. And they're in front. 2 goals, 5 South Bunbury. 2 goals, 2-14. 2 goals, 5-17. So 3 points a margin. Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury scoreboard.
And it's on, Weaver, thanks to the team at cashforcanswa.com as we watch the replay of that one. Cormac just streamed through, got the ball and just bounced inside the field of play through for a goal in what has been a fantastic last 10 minutes for South Bunbury on the scoreboard with a couple of minutes to go. They're in front when Bunbury seemed to have it pretty nicely sewn up in that first part of the quarter.
I reckon that's going to be hard to beat for the WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day, I reckon.
Siska's been hugely important in this second quarter. He's kicked a goal, socketed a point through, but just pounced on that mistake from Bunbury in the middle of the ground as a handball missed Tucker and gave the handball to Cormac. And Cormac had enough time to settle and got the bounce through from the goal square. And they find themselves 3 points in front. 2 goals, 5-17. 2 goals, 2-14. Hawkins goes up uncontested, spills to Cormac, over to Field, chucks it onto his left boot. They have numbers in front. Goiter reaches over and makes the spoil. Been terrific. Heisman's there. And he comes again. Handball out. They're going to put it to the top of the square. The wind's got a hold of that one as well. Ball spills out and McGee sees it over. As the siren goes for half time. 2 goals, 4-0 score in that second quarter. And South Bunbury hit the lead right before half-time by 3 points.
Yeah, they certainly do. Recycling made easy. Cashforcanswa.com. And the Harvey Norman quarterboard reads 2-3-15 to 2-5-17. South Bunbury kicking a couple of late goals in that quarter to be in front at half-time. We'll be back to review it all after this.
It might be time to run McKenna Taylor through the middle of the ground. I know he's doing an outstanding job down back, but he's got that polish by foot to hit some targets up going forward. Maybe they need to make some changes. Yeah,
shout out to our boundary umpires. They're one on screen at the moment. They have had a difficult job today, especially those on the outer side. It is nearly time for the third quarter, thanks to cashforcanswa.com. The Hollow Beach Bar clock has the 25 minutes on it and ready to go as the players line themselves up. And Bunbury spent a fair bit of time in the change rooms, out now and lined up and ready to go. Here's quarter number 3 with Nigel Reeve.
So Woods back in the middle. He'll be up against Hawkins. Hawkins started to get on top when Woods went off the ground late stages of that second quarter. Let's see if Tyson Woods can get his team going forward. Umpire throws the ball up and we're underway. Favours Hawkins, wins it down, comes towards Crane, gets the handball back out towards Hawkins. Over to Cormac, who was terrific in that first quarter. It's going to spill outside the far side of the ground. It's Groundhog Day. The ball to be brought back into play by Hilton.
Only 20 seconds. Only 20 seconds in.
I don't even think the groundhog would come out today, to be honest. Although we are seeing a bit of sun. It's a strange old day here in Bunbury. You're right. We haven't seen too many people get out their cars to help out. It's caused a bit of delay during this one. Not a lot of people wanting to venture far from their vehicles.
Well, one stage of play was have to go at the front gates to get the ball early in that first quarter. So King loose. It's going to be brought back into play by Hilton. Drives the ball long. Side of the ground. Over the top comes Woods. Just popped onto the boot. Ball spills out. Ball goes out of bounds. And the ball to be thrown in right on 50-metre line. So if they can get in the hands of Hilton, he's got a beautiful penetrating kick. If he can run the lines, take some risks, he'll put it to the top of the square. This time Blakey does the ruck work, wins it down, spills over to field, wrapped up straight away. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up.
Some handy tackling early thanks to Bunbury mower service from both sides.
That was Nordell, Ethan Nordell, Bodie Nordell, the 100-gamer. Spills over to Tucker. Now it's in a dangerous spot. Ball spilled over. Comes to Maguire, just chucks it onto his boot. Carries the pack. Tucker's out the back. Just picked up and driven forward.
Oh.
The ball spilled over the boundary line. It was by Creasy. Be thrown in 40 metres out from Bunbury's goal. I'm not sure if I seen that point in the second quarter, but 2 goals, 3-15, 2 goals, 5-17, 2 points the margin. Throw in favours Blakely, comes to Clark, just chucked onto his left boot, holds up in the breeze and goes out of bounds on the full. And the defence of South Bunbury will bring the ball back in.
Can't get themselves off that pocket at the moment. Like a good neighbour, MGIB is there. mgib.com.au. It's Bunbury had it all in their 50 so far, Weaver, but just can't get it out of that pocket at the moment.
They can't. Nordell will reload. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm sure he'll go down the far side of the ground. The wind will carry it that way. Does so. It's going to stay in play. Hawkins comes from 3 deep. Spills out the back. Tucker will be first there. Sits nicely for him. Been good, Tucker, today. It's a handball over. Runs his player into trouble. Wrapped up by Crane. Ball spills out of bounds. A little bit of push and shove. It's Brenton Hilton. Been good today for the Bulldogs. So the game hasn't reached any great heights. South Bunbury hold a slender 2-point lead. Hawkins gets front position, takes clean possession, spills out, kick up and under. Now it's driven forward by South Bunbury. Mark taken by Waldrott. He'll wield onto his left boot. Does so, not his best kick. I've seen him kick better. Surely the wind didn't blow that one off, did it?
No.
Comes to field, through the middle of the ground goes Clark. Now they've opened up the far side of the ground. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm flicking the sun got in his eyes on the far side of the ground. It was right.
Jeez.
We've got all the seasons happening here today. Goes inboard to Woods. Spoilt, spills down. Terrific tackle there by, is it Nordell? It's not Nordell.
Certainly was
It's
a Bunbury mower service tackle of the game there.
Goes on the far side of the ground. Clark's there with Cormac. The ball spills over. So it might have been Crossman. There's an umpire. A lot of consulting today, especially with this lasso rule. The free kick's going to go back the way of Aidan Clark, the skipper for the Bulldogs. Comes inboard. It's a daisy cutter. Spills back over towards field. It's a handball out. Now it's another high up and under. Chitty's there, Versace's there. They have the numbers, South Bunbury. Spills over the back. comes towards the grandstand.
Oh!
Went Taylor looking for mark of the day. We would have given it to him.
That would have been an
Spills
easy
back
pick.
to Taylor. Goes short and finds Parsons 70 metres out from goal. Has a player short if he wants him. He's still there. Decides to go even longer looking for Busher. Lands at his feet. Goes over the boundary line. Ball to be thrown in.
We just about had the CPR outdoor centre of the mark of the game locked in.
Would have
there.
been the easiest pick.
We almost have to give it to him for attempt, I think.
Yeah.
So ball to be thrown in. 20 metres out from Bunbury's goal. Searching for the opening major of this third term. Blakey gets front position. Goyder does the ruck work. Carries over the lot of them. Comes to Parsons. Versace's there. Spills to Busher. Ball still in dispute. Now they're out here. As Goyder puts it in front of Crane. How will it bounce for him? Knocks the ball in his direction. Comes back in for a second effort. Does Crane. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up. 70 metres out from Bunbury's goal. Did well there, Crane. Outnumbered 2-1. Kept the ball in play. Umpire's seen a free kick. It's going to go the way of Woods.
Bunbury just need to capitalise here.
Bunbury.
All this play in their forward half. Goals are very valuable in this game, Weave.
So it's going to go to the top of the square. He's got hold of it once again. It's seen over the boundary line.
Recycling made easy, cash for cans, wa.com. As we bring you round 10 of the Southwest Football League. A little bit of a stalemate here, and we look out for what the coaches are going to do thanks to Go West Tours to sort of open this game up a little bit.
Ball's thrown in. It's going to favour Blakely. Carries over the top of him. Comes out the back. Handball comes towards the South Bunbury player there. Now he's wrapped up. Ball to be thrown up 50 metres out. So this quarter's starting very similar to the first quarter for Bunbury. They had all the play and eventually found a way to hit the scoreboard. That courtesy of Blakely. Blakely takes clean possession. Over to Bouchard, just chucks it onto his boot. Teesman, snap over his shoulder from Heisman.
Ooh.
And out of nowhere, Dylan Heisman gives Bunbury back the lead with a terrific pick-up and snap for goal. 3 goals, 21. 4 points the margin. 2 goals, 5 South Bunbury. And that's just putting it at the top of the square. And Heisman's been good today. Snapped over his shoulder. And that was a terrific goal.
When he's had the ball, he's been good, and he's put himself down as a contender for the WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day. And Bunbury just plucked a goal out of nowhere and have put themselves back in front. Weaver, this is important. The goals are valuable. I don't think we've had one goal to the left-handed screen today, have we? It's all been up that right-hand side. So Bunbury trying to dominate here. It is Recycling Made cashforcans.com. We're back into the middle.
Terrific goal by Heisman. He's been good all game. Made something out of nothing. Snapped truly from 20 metres out. Woods wins the ball down. Tied up in the middle of the ground. Umpire to come in, throw the ball up. Woods wins it down again. Kicked out of the middle. It's going to fall into a real dangerous position. Lands on the foot of Versace. Comes over to Nordell. Tries to go short to Crane. No disrespect. Couldn't pick it up. In they come now. And tunnelling's been paid. Go the way of South Bunbury. It's right. Far side of the ground. Not his best kick. Cut off there by Bunbury. In the middle of the ground and finds Busher. Busher plays on straight away looking for Creasy. Creasy couldn't take the ball. Spills out to Kai Wright for Bunbury. Heisman's there once again. What can he do here? Snap over the shoulder from Oliver. Over the back. Carries over Woods into the arms of Goyder. Has time to assess. Been called to play on now. Nordell. Not his best kick. Spills back towards Blakey. Gets onto that awkward left boot. Puts it in front. Heisman in front. Drops the mark. Probably should have done better there, Heisman. Had more time. And out they come once again. Over to Cormac. Been good today. Nearly tackled. Runs out of bounds. Umpire's paid the free kick. It's going to go the way of Clark.
He's been certainly standing up the best on ground thanks to Battery World, Bunbury and Bustleton. Free battery fittings.
Crane takes the intercept mark. Gets it over to Maguire. It's a better looking kick. Maguire finds Nordell in the middle of the ground. Gives it back to Maguire. Carries over the top of him. Now they have the numbers. In comes Tucker. Beautiful pick up by Tucker. Gets it wide. So just maintaining control here, Bunbury. Far side of the ground. Comes inboard. Mark drop by King. Handball over. They're going to put it inside 50 once again. Mark drop. Spills over. Another goal to Field. So 2 in a row to the Bulldogs. Trey Field. Or was it Oliver? Let's have a look at the replay here. Terrific snap on goal. Fraser Gilchrist it was. So Gilchrist got himself in the right position. The 2 in a row. They extend this margin again. Gilchrist, it's that chaos ball 20-30 metres out from goal has given Bunbury 2 opportunities. They've made the most of them. And 4 goals, 3-27. The 2 goals, 5-17. 10 points the margin. It's after being down by 2 points at half time.
So, Bunbury certainly standing up for their peak performance in this quarter. Good team effort thanks to Solar Heart Southwest.
Ruck, throw up, favoured. Comes back to Blakey. Favoured Blakey gets a handball over to right. Puts it down. Looking for the goal kick. That was Field. All on top at the moment. Comes back to Field. Drives the ball long. Free kick's been paid. And it's going to go the way of South Bunbury.
The crowd will tell you everything else.
Woods was a bit stiff there not to get a free kick for him. But
Crossman.
The Bunbury crowd not happy with that one.
From here it looked like it was Woods' free kick. Now they run themselves into trouble.
Oh, this will be...
Rush through from behind. Lucky to get away with that one.
Especially when you step back like that.
So they're under pressure, the South Bunbury defence. Goyder will bring the ball back into play. He's gone the torpedo. Gets a fair piece of it. Mark dropped. Picked up by Blakey. Ball still in dispute. Spills out towards Murray. Over to Lane. Drives it onto his boot into open space. Tucker will be first one back. The ball goes over the boundary line. And Tucker will take the relieving free kick. Plays on straight away. Comes inboard. Misses his target. Now he's under pressure from Lane. Ball spills out of bounds. 50 metres out from South Bunbury's goal.
Another discussion here to see if this will be a lasso. I think it was just outside the 50. It's hard to see the line over that side. Certainly, Western All Pest Services, the defenders have had a bit of work to do in this one for South Bunbury, but they've got it towards their 50 now.
Ball's thrown in. Blakey to do the ruck work. Favours right. Couldn't take clean possession. Ball's still in dispute. Wrapped up now. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up. That was Nordell. Still a little bit of push and shove out there.
Starting to certainly see a bit of feeling in this one.
Blakey takes clean possession. Wrapped up straight away by right. Umpire will come in and do it all over again. 11 points to margin. Once again, it favours Blakely. Gets a handball over to Clark. Puts him under pressure.
He's been a bit of a rising star in this one, Blake. He's been up, and all thanks to skillhigh.com.au. He's certainly been in a fair bit today.
This time it's one down by right. The tackling pressure's been terrific from both sides. Nothing untoward as yet. Sid Jackson, Max Maguire Cup. 11 points the margin in favour of the home side. He's chucked onto the boot. It's up and under. It's going backwards. It's going to the guy that was laying on the ground that just kicked it. Spills out the back. Comes to Taylor. Gets around one. Gets around two. Now he'll come in the middle of the ground. Dangerous kick.
Ooh.
One grab, two grab. Could have been nearly paid the mark. That was Nordell. Looks like he might have hurt his shoulder when he hit the ground there as well. Let's hope not. 100 gamer for South Bunbury. Terrific player. Clark tries to soccer it off the ground. Now it spills out of the pack towards field. It's a handball over and they're out here once again. Clark comes back in. Wright's there. Driving the ball forward. Will it sit for Clark? Tries to lay the tackle. Got away with one there. Spills to Maguire. Maguire gets it back. Goes in the middle of the ground. Clever kick and finds Johnson, who's pushed right up the ground. At halfback, he is the full forward. Handball back to Goyder. Goyder goes by hand to Maguire. Has Siska leading for him. Decides to go even shorter in the middle of the ground and finds Brook. Brook this time will go to Siska. Can get it back. Does so. Not the best handball. How will it sit for young Brook? Wrapped up straight away by Zanic. Umpire lets the play go on.
Oh, here we go.
He's on like a good neighbour. MGIB's there. MGIB.com.au. A bit of feeling in this one.
He's on. And the wild weather has returned. The rain's back.
The weather's a bit like the feeling out there at the moment, Weaver.
Nordell gets the handball. Comes back to Johnson. Being good. Push right up the ground. It's going to favour Hilton. The conditions have turned for the worst. You wouldn't think so. Run down by Lane, but manages to get the handball over to Taylor. Has plenty of space. Can have a bounce. Has one bounce. Will he have another? Does so. Has time. Lane makes a charge. Taylor gets it onto his boot. Heisman in front. Knocks the ball down. Free kick. Will go the way of Heisman. And Dylan Heisman go back from 45 metres out, slight angle, to become the first multiple goal kicker for the game. Already with one in this quarter. Terrific snap. Plays on. Gains some meterage. Has a good shot on goal. Holds its line. And comes back right at the end. And a major to Dylan Heisman.
Well, he's certainly contributing to the best on ground out there, thanks to Bunbury and Bustleton Battery World. Free battery fittings and recycling made easy. Cash for cans. WA.com. Good goal from Heisman, Weaver.
Terrific goal from Heisman. Terrific snap early on in this quarter. But he assessed the situation there. Gained a few metres. And kicked that ball beautifully. The wind brought it back right at the end. And he's got 2 in this third quarter. 3 goals to nil in this third quarter, the way of the Bulldogs.
We'll just go around.
Game high lead.
Just go around the ground thanks to Geograph Civil. It is Eaton 4-5-29 who lead the Bulls 4-4-28. A 1-point game in the last quarter. AMR 2-4-16 lead Dunsborough 2-2-14.
And 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter on the Hollow Beach bar clock.
So we've got the high scoring game out of the 3 today. Blakey wins clean possession out of the middle. Chucks it onto his left boot. Busher in best position on the second grab. Takes the mark outside 50. Puts it to the top of the square. Woods is there. Will it carry over the tag? I think it has.
No, it has.
Another goal to the Bulldogs. 4 in a row.
There was some competition for touch there, but that is a fantastic goal. And it's opened up for the Bunbury side as the scoreboard reads 6-4-40 to 2-5-17. And Bunbury certainly making the most of the wind in this quarter, thanks to Cash for Cans, WA.com, recycling made easy.
Terrific goal from Busher. Terrific mark to start with on the second grab, low to the ground. And Woods, we got that name correctly this time, tried to touch it, but it went over the pack. And Woods is his own teammate, and it bounced through for a major. So 4 goals to nil in this third quarter. And this margin, it just keeps growing by the minute.
Is it a game-winning margin at this point with these conditions, Weaver?
I don't know if you can say that against South Bunbury. They have an uncanny knack of coming back, especially against Bunbury. Free kick's been given in the middle of the ground, goes away of Hawkins, looks down there, asking a fair bit of Crane, spills out towards Clark. He's got Crane for company, wraps him up. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up. So 2 to Heisman, 1 to Gilchrist, 1 to Busher in this third quarter. South Bunbury yet to score. Over the top came Hawkins. Huge tackle in there by Cormac.
Nice Bunbury mower service tackle of the game.
Umpire to come in, throw it up, 60 metres out. Hawkins gets front position, wins the ball down, over to Chitty, the skipper for the Tigers. Hilton comes over the top, makes a spoil, spills to McGee. Will McGee get it back? Handball tried to find Maguire, but it's cut off. Back to Hilton. Wheels around onto his right boot. Looking there for Blakey. Could have been taken out in the contest.
And he was awarded
Fair
the free
bit
kick.
of feeling in this game. The margin now, 23 points. Late stage to this third quarter. And Hawkins gave away the free kick against Blakey.
5 minutes to go on the Hollow Beach bar clock in this third quarter.
If Bunbury can get another one before three-quarter time, it might be enough. It's an awkward-looking kick from Blakey, going to carry the pack. touched as it goes over the boundary line. Ball to be thrown in. Centre wing. 6 goals, 440. The home side. 2 goals, 517.
Oh, a bit of a feeling in the middle of the ground there.
Siska and Mechanic Taylor just reintroducing themselves. Obviously didn't shake hands at the start of the game. Doing it now. Ball spills over the back. Bunbury on top in this third quarter. It's going to go to those two. Was Taylor held? No, says the umpire. Small comes in. Spills out. Still in play on the far side of the ground. Now it's rushed over the boundary line. Ball to be thrown in. So the game heating up here. It was Oliver, one of the goal kickers early on in this game, first quarter. But as you said, Jared, all goals to the right of the screen here. So South Bunbury without a chance, but this margin, game high 23 points, late stages of this third quarter. One more here. It might be too much. Ball in dispute, far side of the ground. Handball misses its target. Now it's rushed over the boundary line. The umpire will come in. That was Murray. Throw the ball in once again. Still 70 metres out from Bunbury's goal. Blakey to do the ruck work. Up against Hawkins. Favours Hawkins. Over the top come Blakey. Ball still in dispute. Handball comes out. Now they have the numbers. Handball over to Tucker, been good. Cuts around a couple, goes inside. They had the numbers there, misses the target. Woods is there, beautiful pickup. Handball back to right, gets onto his left boot, tries a banana, and only through for a minor score.
It's almost like the wind dropped off for a second then, because where he kicked it, you'd think the wind was going to catch it, but no, it just off to the right-hand side. Recycling made easy cash for Cairns. WA.com. The scoreboard reads Bunbury 6-5-41 to South Bunbury 2-5-17. 3 minutes ago on the Hollow Beach Bar clock.
I think you're right, Jared, because the last time it went through the goals at that pace, it went down Herbert Street, so it's dropped off a little bit. It's under 50 kilometres an hour. Scorer brings the ball back into play, gets it to the centre square. That's a terrific mark. Plays on straight away to Lane. Tries to get the handball out. They're under pressure, putting themselves under pressure, looking there for Crane. Crane gets it back. Ball close to the boundary line.
That was marked by Ethan Nordell from that massive kick in.
Putting him down for the CPR Outdoor Centre mark of the game. It hasn't reached, no real marks have reached great heights, but there's certainly been some good catches.
A couple of fine attempts as well. One by McKenna Taylor. Blakey takes clean possession, gets the handball out. Chucked onto the boot, looking there for field. Heisman's there, been terrific all game, especially in this third quarter with 2 goals to his name. Umpire lets the play go on. Heisman's running past. He can go for number 3, Heisman. Shot on goal. Ooh. Narrow from the start, through for a minor score. 6 goals, 6, 42, 25 points the margin. It's going to be a terrific last quarter for South Bunbury to come back from here.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but the wind's kind of dropped off, and we're bathed in sunshine at the moment.
Make the most of it.
And whoever built this shed, well, it's a great advertisement for their company. It's stayed exactly where it is.
It hasn't really felt like it's going to for a lot of the thing, but we're still firmly planted down.
Goyder plays on out of the goal square, drives the ball long. Over the top came Nordell once again. Blakey's there. In they come. Stacks on the mill. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up.
Didn't take long for that wind to find its way back.
No, I was going to say, that's why I said make the most of it.
Recycling made easy cash for Cairns. WA.com. We'll go around the ground shortly.
Blakey wins it down over the field. It's chucked onto the boot. Goyder misses the mark. Spills out the back. Is it Murray?
Just going around the grounds thanks to Geograph Civil. AMR 2-4-16 lead. Dunsborough 2-2-14. Eaton 5-5-35 leave the Bulls 4-4-28. So Eaton kicked a goal since we last mentioned it.
Good for my tipping.
Yes.
Me too.
So Bunbury have done well. Hardly allowed South Bunbury to take it forward at all. As Blakey takes full possession out of the ruck. Tries to go to Busher. The ball goes out of bounds to be thrown in 35 metres out from goal. 6-5-41, 2-5-17.
Messages coming from the coaches from Go West Tours just to lock this one down and finish off this last minute.
Umpire's seen a free kick. It's going to go the way of Bunbury again. It's going to go the way of Taylor, is it?
It is,
McKenna Taylor.
Yep.
So a beautiful field kick is McKenna Taylor.
This will be after the siren too. This is going to put a real dent in South Bunbury side.
So McKenna Taylor, close to the siren. In he comes now, 45 metres
Oh,
out.
he played
He's
on.
played on.
He played on.
Even though it's gone through for a goal.
Oh, and it's on again.
He's kicked that after the siren. So no score. As players come in, quite a bit of frustration out there in that third quarter. Still no indication from the central umpire towards the goal umpire, but from here it looked like it was well after the siren.
Yeah, I think they've...
I don't think they've counted that.
They've called it off. We'll go to a break and we'll come back out the other side as the players separate. A bit of feeling in this one. A big last quarter on the way. It might seem like a big score, but all the scoring has been done up that end in South Bunbury. Can they close this margin up? It is our coverage. Thanks to the team at Cash for Cans in Bunbury, Cape Collie, Donnybrook and Harvey. CashForCansWA.com. We'll be back after this. As we... come back to Payne Park. The wind picked back up. It did sort of drop off in that third quarter for our coverage of Southwest Football League round number 10. It is Bunbury taking on South Bunbury. The score at the moment is 6-6-42 to Bunbury. South Bunbury 2-5-17 as the players start to make their way back in. Bunbury South Bunbury, I should say, just really crunching in tight on this huddle. Bit of conversation there, no doubt, from the coaches. Both coaches, thanks to Go West Tours, have had their say. Will South Bunbury kick back? Let's go around the grounds quickly, Charlie, because we have a result.
Yes, it is all over in Eton. Eton 5-6-36 have defeated the Bulls 4-6-30. And in Dunsborough, I don't think it's half time still, but it still says 2-2-14 to 2-4-16 AMR's way.
Look, I don't think it's impossible either, but South Bunbury have certainly got a job ahead of them in this quarter, and they've got 25 minutes on the Hollow Beach Bar clock to make it back. If Bunbury get a goal against the grain here, it could certainly throw a cat amongst the pigeons.
And they're going to have to buck the trend, aren't they? That was a B as well, Sharad, because no one's kicked a goal to the left of screen for the whole game. So
could be a Buckingham the Butcher's big moment if that happens.
Yeah. So all the goals have been kicked up that way. South Bunbury. Have got that end, but if Bunbury can kick one goal to the left of screen, then I think the game's all over. But it's over 4 goals now, 4 straight kicks, and what a terrific quarter that third quarter.
Fourth quarter underway on the Hollow Beach Bar clock in Nigel Reeve.
It's Hawkins and Blakey goes up, comes back to Blakey, tries to get the ball out. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up as he's wrapped up there by Cormac. It's a big test here for South Bunbury. Find themselves 25 points down. It's 1 down towards Murray. Middle of the ground. Umpire's seen a free kick. Adjudicating umpire, it'll go the way of Crane. Wright cuts across the mark. Crane just chucks it onto his boot. Goyder's moved forward now. He's got Tucker. Tucker's been terrific today. He goes short, looking there for Parsons. Drops at his feet in front of Crossman. Has time to assess the situation. Comes towards Goyder. Goyder gets a handball out towards Nordell. In comes Parsons. Creasy's there. The 100-gamer. Still in dispute. Gouge is there as well. Umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go the way of South Bunbury, and it'll go the way of Murray. Nathan Murray tried hard today. He's got the right facial gear on for this sort of weather. He's got a beard. Nathan Murray. This Crossman comes off, just holding his chest. Carries the pack. Spills out. They have the numbers. Tries to get the handball over to Clark. Tried hard today, the skipper. And they come. Nordell wins the ball out. Handball over to Murray. Chucks it onto his boot. Lands on the chest of Crane. Still too far out to score. Play on at all costs. Gets it back to Nordell. Over to his brother, Bodie Nordell, the 100-gamer for South Bunbury. Now it's a foot race between Walrot and Hilton, and the boundary line wins. Ball to be thrown in 40 metres out. We can see what South Bunbury are doing too. They have to play on at all costs, trying to get that ball as deep as they can, put it towards the goal square to give themselves every scoring opportunity. They've only got 25 minutes to do it. The ball's chucked in. Land short. Fields there, dives on the ball. Could be in trouble now. Ball spills out. Just chucked onto the boot. Parsons is out there. Spills over the back to Heisman, who's been terrific near best on ground today. Dylan Heisman, 2 goals in that third quarter. Socket off the ground. It's going to land towards Creasy. Creasy couldn't pick it up. Spills out to Mataboni. Pushed off the kick. Lands in the arms of Wright. Tries to get the handball over to Chetty. Over to Nordell. Back to Murray. Getting himself involved. Chucks it onto his boot. Carries a pack. Nordell drives the ball onto his right boot. Looking for Lane. Bounces in front of him. I just can't hit a target up there today. Spills out towards Tucker. He's been terrific. Sees Clark in the open. Has time to assess. Early run down by Crane. Puts it in the middle of the ground. Ooh. Finds Creasy. Couldn't take the mark, but has time to recover. Wheels onto his left boot. Handballs over to Parsons. Doesn't hit his target. Parsons comes back to Woods. Drives the ball long, but it's going to carry over the boundary line. So just not the weather to be too cute. Possessions have to matter here. But they've got the ball in a scoring position. Bunbury, 6 goals, 6-42. 2 goals, 5-17. Charlie, I hope they don't score a point. You know what's coming, mate. You know what's coming. Front position by Blakey. Chucked onto the boot. Heisman nearly takes the mark. Spills to ground. Shot on goal. Goes out of bounds.
We just realised what you were talking about.
Recycling, mate. Written all over it.
Cash for cans, WA.com. And like a good neighbour, MGIB is there, mgib.com.au. Bunbury seem to just be finding more of the ball in this quarter. South Bunbury trying everything, but currently sitting in the forward line for Bunbury and could score a goal against the Trendweave.
Bunbury's coach would be absolutely chuffed that they're managing to hold the ball in as it spills out to Murray. Tries to kick it into open space. The ball goes out of bounds. And the lasso will come back.
It's been a very good set of teamwork to the first part of this quarter. Thanks to Gen X Engineering for this Bunbury side to keep the ball in their hands.
Driven long. Parsons comes from 3 deep. Couldn't take the mark. Taylor cuts it off and sees the ball out of bounds. It was Clark. The ball to be thrown in, centre wing. 6 goals, 6-42. 2 goals, 5-17. No score in this last quarter. And still a 25-point lead to the home side. Early stages of the last quarter. Trying to get the ball forward. They do so. But it's gone out of bounds. Lasso once again. Free kick will go the way of Blakey. Been good today, Blakey.
5 minutes played on the Hollow Beach bar clock, and not too much in South Bunbury's forward line. It's been a lot in the middle and towards the Bunbury end of the ground. And will we see a peak performance thanks to Solar Heart Southwest from some of these South Bunbury players to close this gap?
Drives the ball long, does Blakey. Ball still in dispute. Far side of the ground. Players come in. That's Cormac.
Bunbury would be liking this, I reckon, just ticking those minutes off the clock.
Well, we spoke about it pre-game, didn't we? Once you get a lead, if that was possible, and they have done so, use that side of the ground as your best friend. If they could put pressure on South Bunbury coming out of defence, they're going to reload with the new lasso rule that's come in and just keep putting their defence under pressure. And so far, they've done that the opening 6 or 7 minutes of this last quarter. Ball to be thrown in once again.
We'll also keeping an eye out for our best on ground free battery fitting battery. Well, Bunbury and Bustleton. Dylan Heisman certainly sitting near on that mantle at the moment. There's been a few great players, but he's been certainly up the top of it for Bunbury.
He's been there right from the start, hasn't he? Murray tries to get the kick away. Couldn't reach his boot. Spills out. Comes to Maguire. Tries to get the handball out. Couldn't find his target. It's tough on the far side of the ground, and Bunbury are doing everything to keep it there, and they've done so. As the umpire comes in, he'll throw the ball up once again. Same position, 75 metres out from Bunbury's goal. No score to either team. Opening stages of this quarter. Handball from Murray, misses the target. Over towards Crane. Spills to Blakey. get some sort of handball in. But the field was under pressure from Cormac. Umpire will throw the ball up once again. Even hard to throw the ball up, isn't it, with this wind?
Yeah, umpires have certainly had their work cut out for them today. Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour. MGIB is there.
They've done a terrific job today. So the ball goes in. Marks missed by Murray. Spills out towards Blakey. Umpire's seen a free kick. And it's going to go the way of Murray for South Bunbury. No one stands the mark. Plays on now. Drives the ball long. He's going to carry the pack. Waldrot's there, been quiet today. Is it time for him to stand up? This is his sort of conditions. Spills over to Blakey. Have a look at that kick. It's nearly a shank from Charlie's pitching wedge.
How many times have we said, have a look at that kick in this game?
There he goes. He has another go. You got to count those shots when you're playing golf, though. But Blakey puts it forward. Spills back towards Murray. Comes in. It's Hawkins. So Hawkins will do the ruck work. They just can't find a way to get it forward, can they, at the moment? It's a ball out, comes to Clark, has a bounce, tries to have a bounce, set upon by Maguire. Maguire does well, picks the ball up, chucks it onto his boot, and finds Murray. Pushed off his kick as he kicked it.
You just get the feeling this game's going to open up, but is it going to be in Bunbury's favour or South Bunbury's? It's just been we've seen this happen at the start of each quarter, Weaver, where it's sort of been a bit of a stalemate, and then one team comes out and kicks a bunch of goals.
So that was King who took the relieving mark. Comes back to Blakey. He's putting his name up there as best on ground. He's been good today. Kicked the goal, first goal of the game. Really good in the ruck. And really good for a big fella at ground level. Ball goes over the boundary line in front of right for Bunbury. Gouge is there. Field, couple of tough nuts. Creasy directing traffic. Centre wing. 25 points the margin. Well, they need a goal, South Bunbury, to get themselves back in the game. They need it now. And that favours them, comes over to King. It's time to get the handball over to Taylor. Misses his target. He was under pressure. It's a handball come in. It spills out to Murray. Well, that ball's gone against the breeze and gone backwards. He might have marked his own footy then, did Murray? Spills up towards McKenna Taylor. Him and Siska have had an interesting duel in this second half. Umpire comes in and will throw the ball up.
So a bit of a stalemate here. With
still Siska and Taylor.
15 minutes to go on the Hollow Beach Bar, and Recycling Made Easy, cashforcanswa.com. Around the grounds, Charlie, we got a quick around the grounds.
Yes, we've got an update from Dunsborough. AMR 6.945, lead Dunsborough 3.220 at three-quarter time.
I'm glad I stuck with me AMR tip on that one. Thanks to Geograph Civil.
Sort of blown it out a little bit.
So as much as Bunbury have been on top, I'm not sure who picked them in the tipping. It definitely wasn't this person that's talking.
No, it wasn't me either.
No, me either.
Surely Blair didn't. Surely.
No,
Bit of noise next door. Surely he didn't, did he? Payne wins the ball down, comes over to Waldrot, chucks it onto his left boot, crosses the boundary line as he did. Ball to be thrown in 75 metres out from South Bunbury's goal.
We're looking for a WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the year, and, well, there's not been too many goals to come in this one. The wind has picked up. The rain is circling us at the moment, and we expect a bit more of a downpour looking at the radar. And we're also looking for a tackle again, thanks to Bunbury Mower Services. The ball comes back in on the outer side from the boundary.
Hawkins does the ruck work, comes back to Blakey. Couldn't get boot to ball. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up. And that little rattle from next door wasn't the wind. That was our cameraman, Dean Lomax, just informing us that he did pick Bunbury. Yeah. So he'll be packing up his own gear today. Ball on the far side of the ground. Umpire's seen a free kick.
Yeah, push.
And go the way. It's Siska.
Oh,
it's Mataboni.
It's been that sort of game.
Kick not his best. Spills out to Creasy, gets the handball over to right, gets onto his left boot. Better looking kick down there for Heisman. Can he keep it in play? Forces the ball over the boundary line. The ball to be thrown in. It's probably too early to say it's a match-winning lead, but they're doing everything to hold that lead. They're just not allowing South Bunbury to even get close enough to have a shot on goal or even a snap on goal. So centre wing. using the far side of the ground to their advantage, the home side. Sid Jackson, Max Maguire Cup. Spills out, handball comes to Crane. Now out the back to Blakey. Him and Heisman been terrific today. Over to field, back into the middle to Taylor, but it's cut off. Shot on goal, slips as he kicks. How's this going to bounce? The wing gets hold of it, and it goes out of bounds.
A couple of players cramping up out there as well. Get your scans at SKG. Haven't seen any injuries as such, but certainly a few players put in some work.
That was Waldrop. Had that shot on goal.
The ball making another trip down the highway.
We've lost it again. It's coming back.
Certainly not too many marks thanks to CP Outdoor Centre in this one. It's been a very, feels like a slow start. We're 15 minutes into this circle, just near on 15 minutes into this quarter thanks to the Hollow Beach Bar.
And no score for either team as well.
No.
Halfway through this last quarter. It's got to be a point, Charlie. It has to be.
Got to be
Murray
something.
Chucks it onto his boot, high up and under. The mark taken there by Blakey. He's pushing Heisman for best on ground. Gets the ball out to Tucker. Just puts it into open space. Woods is there. How will it sit? Now they have the numbers. Bounces past all of them. Back towards Chitty. Drives it onto his boot. Now Bunbury have the numbers. Spoil each other. Comes back to Blakey. Not sure what sort of kick that was. Went forward. Just. Oliver's there. Spills out to right. Murray tries to get a handle on it. Now it spills out towards Creasy. Chucks it onto his right boot. Coming off the bench is Busher. Goes past him. Parsons comes in and affects the tackle. Comes back to Busher. High up and under. Woods will sit under it. So does Clark. Clark calls himself in. Puts it into open space. Now it's a foot race. This is for Kai Wright. Will it sit up? If it sits up for him, he can run in, have a bounce and have a shot on goal. Will he have a bounce? No, he'll wheel back onto his left boot. Puts it to the top of the square. And the mark's been taken.
Is that Fraser Gilchrist done that? No.
At the top of the square. It's Oliver or Gilchrist?
Yeah, Gilchrist.
It's Gilchrist. So Gilchrist with one in the third quarter. He'll have a shot on goal from 20 metres out. Wright ran himself into a little bit of trouble. Wheeled it back onto his left boot. And he's found Gilchrist at the top of the square playing in front. And Gilchrist, this could be the sealer. In he comes now, looking for his second. Hawks drops the ball, has a shot.
Has he got it?
And still puts it through to Gilchrist.
Well, it's been that type of game, hasn't it? That was a goal. I can't wait to see that replay.
I'm just not sure if he was trying to dummy around the man on the mark.
That is one of the most dodgy goals I've ever seen.
Here we go with the replay. He had a couple of goes at this. That one's for the highlight
I think
reel.
the wind might have blown it out of his hand as he was about to go in. Regain his composure.
Recycling made easy cash for cans, WA.com. We just about give that the goal of the game thanks to WA Carpet Supermarket because it didn't reach any great heights, but the lead up to it was certainly fantastic. And I think Fraser Grills, they'll have a laugh about that in the club rooms tonight, I reckon.
And can you believe it? We've had a goal kicked in the left end of the screen. Yeah. All the goals have been kicked on the same end to that point.
Well, he made it look a lot harder than what it should have been.
Yes,
but
you were just about to say on the Hollow Beach Bar Clock with 10 minutes to go, that's just about the ceiling goal against the grain.
Clever stuff there from Gilchrist. Gave us a laugh up here. But I'm sure the wind blew it out of his hand as he was about to drop it to his boot. Buswell in the ruck, wins it down towards Crane. Still in dispute. Creasy's there, wrapped up by Crane. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up. He was easy going to make the distance. I thought, no way can he run around the man on the mark from there. But he managed to regain his composure and still made sure of the goal. And it's not 6-7, it's 7-6, so I'll just leave that one behind, Charlie. He ruined my moment. I was looking for a behind there. Ball in the middle of the ground. Buswell's there. So is Maguire. Off the bottom of the pack comes Trey Field. Umpire throws the ball up, favours Woods. Gets the handball over. Now Murray, been good for South Bunbury today. Murray. Heisman's there. One of Bunbury's better players. Comes out to McGee. Free kick's been paid. It's going to go the way of Clark.
Eastman was putting his arms out. He really wanted that. He wanted another stat then.
And look at him running down towards the goal zone. Clark goes across the ground looking for Busher, but it lands on the chest of McKenna Taylor. As a player running loose, goes that way. They have all the answers so far.
Yeah, they do. I was just about to say, they've just got everything going perfectly to script here. And see both coaches very animated down there. Bird Joe's been up and about thanks to Go West Tours. And, it's certainly been in Bunbury's favour as we...
It's like Hilton on the far side of the ground. He'll have a shot on goal, 45 metres out, tight angle. Probably not his best kick, but it's going to land at a real tricky position. Spills over to Clark. On his natural side, Clark snaps on goal. Doesn't make the distance. Nearly comes outside 50. Brooks lays a terrific tackle.
Oof.
That was on Tom Oliver, and he wins the free kick. Young Alex Brooks. Brook still inside defensive 50. Oliver was just about ready to break loose. Managed to hang on to his jumper, win the free kick. Gets a handball over to Versace. Chucks the ball onto his boot. Was aiming for us, then stayed in play. Blakey's first back. In comes Chitty, as well as Johnson. And then wraps up Perks. Umpire will come in and throw the ball up. Commentary side wing. Woods now in the ruck. Up against Buswell. Spills out towards Clark. Then Johnson picks it up for South Bunbury. Chucks it onto his boot. It's going to carry the pack. Waldrop misses what he should have taken. Gets around King. King comes back. Tries to put some pressure on. As Waldrop kicks. Enough pressure. Ball's gone out of bounds. Out of bounds on the full. A free kick will go the way of Bunbury once again.
If you had a stat for out of bounds on the full and missed kicks or horrible kicks today, that'd certainly be at the top of the tree. As finally a supporter has got out the car and helped out the players.
Believe it.
There's our peak performance.
Who would have thought?
So Hilton to take the relieving free kick. Has a player short if needed. Points to the boundary. Called to play on now. Gets the ball long. He's a beautiful field kick. This Hilton carries the pack in the middle of the ground. It's going to land towards Goiter. Doesn't come around on his left boot. Gets the handball over to Brook. He's met solidly in the middle of the ground. Probably should have given the handball off to Johnson. Spills to Johnson now. Wrapped up by Perks. But it was high. The initial tackle was high. Johnson takes the free kick. Plays on straight away. Carries the pack. Spoil comes in from the defence.
They just haven't been able to find a mark inside 50, have they, South Bunbury? Certainly no mark of the years thanks to CP Outdoor Centre. Bunbury's got them all tied up in that forward line this quarter.
Well, this is as close to goal as they've been in the last quarter. Probably the last quarter and a half. Ball to be thrown in 15 metres out. Now it's 30 metres out because the wind got hold of that one as the umpire threw it in. And a free kick's been paid out of the ruck contest.
There's lots of arms being held out there, and
I think the player took it on the full. It's got to be the ruckman. It's got to hit the ground first, potentially. Another consultation by the umpires.
I would throw it in again, wouldn't you, in this one situation?
Throw it in. Well, the wind just got hold of it and just carried everyone.
I think that's what they're going to do. Good call by the umpires there. I don't think you can penalise a player for the wind blowing the ball 20 metres.
So in it comes once again. This time the ruckman do it. One down by Wood. Strong tackle in there by Johnson. Another ball up. This time Hawkins wins it down. Comes over to Johnson. Spills out the back. A lot of handballs in there. Perks uses his body. Now he's wrapped up in a tackle. Murray comes in. Gets a handball over to McGee. McGee wrapped up straight away. I like the look of McGee for South Bunbury. Big future there for Toby McGee. Playing really good league footy in his first year. Socket off the ground. Maguire's there. In they come. Big fella in. Busher comes in. Lays some heat. Gives a handball over to Clark. Clark tries to have a bounce. Doesn't sit up for him. Does now. And smartly in front of right. Takes the ball over the boundary line. The ball to be thrown in right in front of the commentary box. late stages of this game. 7 goals, 6-48. 31 points the margin. So a big win for the home side. This time the ball lands short. Murray comes in. In comes Tom Oliver. Tries to soccer the ball off the ground. Does so. LaMonica's there. Out-muscled by Maguire. Snapped on the boot. Cormac misses the mark. Spills over towards Crane. Could have been pushed in the back. Umpire says yes. And Sean Crane takes the mark. Gets a kick inside to Nordell. Puts him under pressure. Spills out towards Trey Field. Just drives it onto his boot. It's going to land. Is that Heisman? Heisman will take the mark. Run into an open goal. And kick his third.
How good was that? Dylan Heisman, one of the best on ground, and celebrating a lot too.
Up and about.
The score moves to 8-6, 54, 2-5, 17 with 3 minutes to go on the Hollow Beach Bar clock. And if I've got this right, I don't think South Bunbury have kicked a goal for a half a footy.
No, they haven't. Not since half time.
It's a 6 goals to nil in this second half. Eastman wasn't going to do a Gilchrist. He just seen that it was just him and the goals. And all of a sudden he found some wheels. But he's been terrific, Heisman. 3 second half goals, 2 in the third quarter and 1 in the last.
We got a score
between him and Blakey, I think, for best on ground. Geez, Heisman's made the most of his opportunities. Isn't it funny how you find that extra gear when you can see a goal coming up? And Heisman's been terrific right from the get-go. That was a terrific kick as well. Margin out to 37 points. 8 goals, 6-54. 2 goals, 5-17. And as you said, Jared, South Bunbury have not scored in this second half. Woods back in the middle. Spills over to field. Handball comes out back to field. Will it sit up for him? Will not. Comes to Blakey, the big fella. Handballs to his own advantage. He's got Murray for company. Uses his long legs to soccer it off the ground. Back to him, back to field. Then over to Woods. Just chucks it onto his boot. It's going to land short. Sawyer misses the mark. Now it's in a dangerous spot. Heisman, the last goal kicker. He's there. He wants the fourth. And he comes to lay a tackle. But the handball comes out to McGee. Over to Brook. The youngsters combining. Has time to assess the situation. Not his best kick. Woods knocks it forward. It's going to come to Creasy. The 100-gamer gets a handball over to right. Willie Will back onto his left boot. No, he goes inside towards Tom Oliver. And Oliver goes short and finds Clark. 45 metres out from goal. They've had all the answers in this second half. Well, this will be a terrific kick if he kicks this. He'll kick from right on 50, Aidan Clark.
It'll certainly be the WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day, I reckon, contender against this wind.
Where's Heisman? So Bunbury have won this game. It's all about the margin. In he comes now. Goes the torpedo. It's got the distance. Accuracy, not so much. 37 points the margin. 8 goals, 6-54. And South Bunbury not to register any score in the second half. 2 goals, 5-17. And a terrific win. Sid Jackson, Max Maguire Cup goes away to the home side, the Bunbury Bulldogs.
It is Recycling Made Easy Cash for CansWA.com. A great win from Bunbury and the first in quite a while over South Bunbury, and they finished up picking up an easy win. We'll wrap it all up. We'll bring you all the best players and all the bits and pieces for the final part of this game after the break here on SEN Spirit.